I've been trying to fucking wrap my head around this, mostly because I keep rambling, but I also can't put it written down because it'll wreck my head. First and foremost, I do really want to thank everyone who liked that last video nearly about 2 weeks ago now. It was a lot of work, mostly on the fact that I had to figure out what the fuck I wanted to say and not sound like a fucking white savior. More to do with the fact that the whole point of this video should be about what can we actually do to implement the shit I was just talking about. One of the things I would highly recommend for people to do is to just stop following these people. We all know who I'm talking about. We all know what particular group I'm on about, but it's not just them. It's just problematic people in general. They're going to keep doing this shit regardless. As far as I'm concerned, you can either be part of the problem or part of the solution. I've got zero interest in interacting with any of these people anymore, even in the simple aspect of following them. Because I know at the end of the day, all I'm thinking about is, I hope this story post that you make is the one that you say, I'm leaving the cosplay community because of all of my bad actions, and that I hope I never cause harm to another human being ever again. I'm hoping that's what I see when I open up the phone and I see, no, they're talking about this event that they're going to or this cosplay that they're working on, and then I just get mad because they're not going away or that they haven't been held accounted for the actions that they've done. So I really do recommend to people that they just stop following these people. Stop following them, because at the end of the day, they don't care. We've seen these people when their following dropped off after they've been called out and that their response was dog shit. All they could think to do was to buy back those followers. Some would do it even just for the sake of being pissed off at another guy who naturally grew his following a lot better than the other guy and went out of his way to do so. Alright, dude, do it. Spend that money or whatever. I don't give a shit. That's your business. At least I can sit here and say that my following is organic. The second thing I would recommend that people do, other than just like not following these people, is that if you see them at an event, just don't talk to them. Don't interact with them. You're not friends. They use you. They want you to feed their ego. Why are you giving them access to you? Oh, well, like, I just don't want any drama. They do though. You are involved in drama whether you like it or not. If you've got a backbone, if you've got conviction, and you're willing to stand up for yourself, they won't go fucking near you. I have always a few particular people staring daggers in the back of my head, and all I think is, at least they have the view of my ass, because that's all they should look at. Back of my head isn't that impressive, lads. Sorry to say. The issue really is, I don't want to get involved in drama. I'm just not afraid to get into it. If someone has a problem with me, they can talk to me about that. If I've got a problem with somebody, I'll have a conversation with them. I will not lie though. There are some people, when I hear something bad has happened to them, and it's something bad like, oh, they lost a few followers, or oh, something like very minimal happened, a part of me is going to be happy. A part of me is going to be like, yeah, I'm kind of glad. But if something like, I don't know, they fucking were robbed at gunpoint, if they were assaulted, all this shit, no matter how much I dislike them, I wouldn't wish that on them. I don't got to do shit about it. I'm not going to go send my sympathies. I can just not do anything about it. That being said, I do think it's important that we at least have a bit of sympathy for the people we don't like. If they're going through something, if it's something that we wouldn't wish upon ourselves, have a bit of empathy. You don't got to like them, but you got to treat them like people. And I know that's difficult when these same people do not treat you like a person. It's not about being completely biased. It's about accepting the fact that there are certain things that you would not wish on your worst enemy, and a lot of these people don't even scrap the top 100. I just think they're a nuisance. I think they're people who don't deserve to be part of this community, because they're the very reason I've got to make videos like this. And I say got to make videos like this. I really don't have to. But it's because so many people are doing this shit the wrong way. So instead of just like rage watching them or, you know, staring daggers in the back of their heads, just fucking avoid them. Don't give them your attention. And if you can, just stay the fuck away. You might get put in situations where, let's say, someone asks you to join a panel and someone on the team on the panel with you don't get on with. You've got two choices. You can, one, clear things up with the person and be like, hey, we both got invited to this panel. Can we at least be on good terms, at least be on civil terms to do this? Because at least that way you're showing, hey, I'm willing to make the effort. Hey, I'm willing to resolve things if you are. If you can't do that, if this person has done shit to you or done shit to people you care about that is completely unforgivable, contact the person who asked you to do it, or contact the con. And you could say, I don't want to get into a conversation with them because I feel like unsafe, or I feel they're whatever. Those are valid reasons. All I would say to you is have a bit of maturity and professionalism to deal with it like such. Another point I would just like to very, very subtly mention is that skeptical about the things you hear. I know I'm guilty of this as much as anyone, but the second that we hear a rumor or something along those lines about somebody and we just don't like them and we want to believe it's true, wait. The one worry I would have, right, is that after doing all of this inspires somebody to start making up bullshit about these people that we don't like, just to get them pushed a little bit further out of the community. Because at the end of the day, that's wrong. And I feel stupid having to say that it's wrong, but it's wrong. And it's wrong because what you're doing not only is giving them a way out, you're giving them a way out of all of their past crimes because here you're lying about one, but also two, it puts you in a fucking worse light. Because as much as we will dislike this person for the shit that they did, we're not going to be able to trust you because you fucking lied about shit for the sole reason of getting rid of them, so no one can trust you. Because if you lie about them, who we know there's already bad shit about, you could lie about somebody that we do actually like and will believe it because it's you. Whenever I've called anyone out, especially in the past on TikTok, I've always had screenshots, I've always had evidence. I've never gone on a public platform and called someone out without having receipts. Something as simple as screenshots, where I can verify who the individuals are without having to completely reveal people's names, addresses, the whole lot. Because some people do want to be kept private. Sometimes they're minors, so we have to keep that private. So when you see anything online, be a little bit skeptical. At least fucking read it in some of your cases. Don't just share blatant posts without reading it in such a fucking hypocritical way. Because all that says is, you don't actually mean the shit you say. You're just a fucking sheep. You will follow the fucking herd, and it's fucking pathetic. And I guess this is a weird one, I have to say, but don't fall for the bullshit tears. I have seen several fucking cases of people bitch and moan, and that's really heavy, but from where I'm looking and from where I'm sitting, it is bitching and moaning about difficulties that are either within control, they just don't do it, or they're out of their control and they just fucking lean into it for the sake of getting out of something. I've watched motherfuckers try to use depression and suicidal thoughts as a means to get out of controversy, to get out of, the problems that they did, or to actually pin it on their victim. Honestly, go fuck yourself. I'm all for understanding that mental health isn't perfect and there's obviously no such thing as a perfect victim. I do have an issue with people using mental health as a means of escaping accountability and as a means of treating other people like dog shit. You do not get to use your platform and your mental health struggles as a means for why you did something bad. And in some cases, horrific. I do not care what your sexual identity is. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what you identify as. That is completely your thing, and you deserve to be respected for that. If you are queer, if you are trans, if you're whatever, you deserve the same fucking human decency as everyone else. That also means the people you hurt deserve the same fucking treatment, and they deserve to be treated as well as you. You do not get to fucking throw them under the bus by saying shit like, oh, I was going through a hard time, and my depression, and my anxiety. Shut the fuck up. All you're saying is, I'm not willing to actually work on myself. I'm not willing to hold myself accountable for my own actions. All you're saying is, I'm a fucking child. Mom, Dad, go fix this for me. I have zero respect for these people. I have zero interest in interacting with these people. I have zero interest breaking bread with these people. I don't even like being in the same room as them, even at a convention where some of them are fucking massive. We do, however, have to sit at the same time, have to have some level of respect and peace for not only the space, but for the other attendees. I want this community to be better. I really do. I do not want to be here in a year's time and going, well, fuck me, lads. I can't believe I have to say this again. Because I won't be saying it again. If needs be, we can have that conversation and we can band together to actually keep this community safe. So please, after listening to this whole shebang, stop following these people, stop interacting with these people, do not give them your time, your patience, your effort. Ban them, block them from your community. Report them. In some cases, report them to the fucking guards. Stop acting like we're walking on eggshells. We are fucking people in fucking cosplay. That's all we are. And I'm just so tired. I'm so done. I just wish people would cop the fuck on, grow the fuck up, and just get on with shit. It's not rocket science. I'm not asking for the fucking world when I say that. I am simply saying, hey lads, maybe stop being a bag of dicks. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if we get to next year and this shit is still going on. I really don't. But I'm hoping 2026, everyone's doing the New Year, New Me challenge, where they actually work on themselves. Because if they don't, we'll be here, same situation, this time next year, and I'm not going to be a happy camper. Neither of any of ye. None of ye are going to be happy. But something's got to change. Only one way to find out. Thank you again for everyone who liked and shared on the last post. If you like and comment on this one, I really do appreciate it as well. It really does help the algorithm. Because I do want people to actually listen. I want people to be more proactive in this community and not just be like, hey guys, bullying is wrong. Because it is wrong. We all know this. We've known this since we were children. Why do we need to keep having this conversation? So, if we're here this time next year, sorry, I don't know what more I could have done. But I have every intention of making sure this gets stomped out again. We'll see.